Hi, I'm AJ Hansen from LevelUpYourGuitar.com, and today we're going to go over what I think is probably the easiest song for any beginner to play, and that's I Got a Feeling by the Black Eyed Peas. The nice thing about this song is that you can play all of it just with one finger on one string. Now if you want to push it a little bit more, you can certainly try and use your index finger and your ring finger so you don't have to move around as much, but you can start this one with one finger and slide around. So let's dive in and see what we can do with this song. So all of this song is played on string 2 of the guitar, the B string. So what we'll do is we'll start with the index finger on string 2, fret 3. And that's the note D. And we're going to play it 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. So go ahead and take your time with that. Now the next measure, you're going to move to the note C, which is the same string on fret 1. And we'll play 2 of those. The next 2 notes are 2 open Bs, so you don't need any left hand at all, just keep it nearby because we'll go back. So play that second string 2 times. So before we add anything else, go ahead, you can pause the video and just play those first 2 measures. So we have, again, 4 D notes on the 3rd fret. Slide down to the note C and the 1st fret. Play that 2 times and then 2 open Bs. One more time. Now, when you look ahead at measure 3 and 4, we have 2 C notes, or 2 measures of C, each played 4 times for a grand total of 8 Cs in a row. So we'll do that next. So again, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, I know that's 8 Cs in a row, and it's okay to count up to 8, but it's better to count 4 2 separate times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So before we move on to the second line, which will go by very quickly, let's recap the first 4 measures. Once more, 4 Ds, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 Cs, 1, 2, 2 Bs, and then 2 measures of C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now that we're on line 2, you'll notice we have another 2 measures of a repeating note, and we have B, which is all open strings. So, on measure 5, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, try to remember to count it as 2 separate measures of 4 to get your full 8 Bs. And then the last 2 measures, you're going to go back to C with the first finger on the 1st fret. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've already reached the end. Now, one important thing about the end of this, and if you look at the beginning, there are 2 dots at the end of the line with a skinny black line and then a thicker black line. That is a repeat sign. So when you reach the end of those last 8 Cs, you're going to transport right back to the very beginning and play your first 4 Ds. And you're going to keep looping that over and over again. So I'll play it again 2 times in a row, the whole thing. So if you want to take this a step further, we just played that with only the index finger. You're only playing in frets 1 and 3. So one way to minimize your movements is to play with your ring finger in fret 3. So let me show you what that looks like. So anytime there's a 3, just in that first measure, use your ring finger. To recap, and I got a feeling we've played with 1 or 2 fingers depending on what you choose you want to do. Again, this is a really good song to kind of gauge what it feels like to press down 1 string for an entire song with either 1 finger or 2, your index finger being the strongest finger and then your ring finger being a little bit weaker, so it's good to see how that feels. And it's very repetitive. You'll get a chance to really get the hang of what it feels like to have the muscle memory for going up and back on the same strings and maybe form a little callus and toughness on your fingers. That'll be good for you. Playing the notes B, C, and D all on string 2. And by focusing just on 1 string, being in the middle of the guitar, it's going to force your picking hand to be a little bit more accurate. It's not like just playing the 6th string or the 1st string where you can make bigger movements. You have to be a little bit more accurate here. So this is also a good setup for a lot of other things coming up. We also covered repeat signs where you're just playing the same thing over and over again and what they look like on the sheet music. And also a very consistent quarter note pulse. Everything just goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I hope you like that. If you have any questions or comments, let me know in the comment section below. If you haven't subscribed, do that right now. Like, comment, and share with other people who also want to level up their guitar. Thanks for watching. In the description below, you'll see a link to levelupyourguitar.com. This website has a full range of digital courses that can improve your guitar playing significantly. Not only do we have programs on how to play your chords and bar chords better and more effortlessly, how to play the basics through advanced level guitar playing the right way, we also have information on how to play more genres like rock, blues, classical, jazz, metal, folk, and many more to come. You can even book one-on-one time. On top of this, we also have the Level Up Your Guitar Great Hall, which is a subscription service that allows you to have access to other like-minded musicians around the world. With over 50 people already in the Level Up Your Guitar Great Hall, you have 24/7 access to me and a pool of other aspiring guitarists like you, which can ensure that you learn to play what you love as quickly as possible. If you have any further questions on any of the courses, there's an individual video next to each one on the sales page. It's time to level up your guitar.